guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. As you can tell by the title, this video is a product review on the Aftershockz Air Headphones. So I've had these now for, I'd probably say 6 to 8 weeks. And I've used them on a fair few runs, so I thought I'd test them out first and then give you my honest opinion and an update. So a few years ago, I look back and it's about 2.5 years ago, I did another video on the predecessor, if that's what you want to call it, the Trekz Titanium. So these were the first Aftershockz headphones that I had, and I've now gone for a bit of an upgrade and gone to the Air. So I'll leave a sort of link above if you want to check that video out on these, and today I'll talk about both headphones and sort of a bit of comparison, but more focusing on the Airs. If you look at them, actually they look very similar. The fact I did go for the same colour as well kind of makes them look the same, but there are differences, so I'll talk you through them. So obviously the name is the Aftershockz Air Headphones. Colours, they come in a variety of colours. This is the slate grey, and they also are available in, just trying to think of what they're called now. It's called a midnight blue, a forest green, and a canyon red. So because I was going to say like blue, red and green, and when you think of that you just think of the bright colours, but they're not. So they're sort of like exactly like they say, like it is more of a midnight blue and a more of a forest, so like sort of a tree green, if you want to call it like that. These retail at on the Aftershockz website, I think at about £99.95, but by doing a bit of research you can pick them up from maybe somewhere else, and there's lots of different shops, around £70 to £100. Right now we're in November, so there's sort of like a few sales going on with Cyber Week or Black Friday or those kind of deals, and as well we're in the lead up to Christmas, so you can find a pair. This I'd probably say is like their mid of the range sort of headphones. There's the Titanium, which is sort of like their entry level, which I had before, and then they've got a couple of others. There's the Aeropex, and there's a couple of more above that. I started having a look at the different features, but these are focused on around exercise, predominantly targeted at sort of like runners and cyclists, but they're massive in the running world right now. So these are an open ear headphones, and they also have bone conduction technology. So the whole idea is that they sit around here, and the headphones actually sit on the outside of your ear. So this is because when you have headphones that sit in the ear, you can't hear external noises. So for these, they make them really safe, and also they are approved by England Athletics. So they're set, and obviously it's all down to each different race organiser, but some race organisers will allow you to run with these headphones but not normal headphones. And the whole idea behind that is that when you're out on a course, there may be obstructions, there'll be marshals trying to give you instructions, and if you have like in the ear headphones, sometimes you might not be able to hear them. So these are a bit more of a safe option, as you can hear external noises around that as well. In terms of like their battery life, they last for around 6 hours listening to either music, or you can take calls with them because they're Bluetooth enabled, so they'll connect to your smartphone or another device, and then you can pair them up, play your music, play podcasts, take phone calls, and just do with them as you wish. These, in comparison to the Trekz Titanium, they also have a 6-hour battery life, and the Aeropex have a 8-hour. So if you want something that's a bit longer, say for example you're doing ultras, then you might want to go for something like the Aeropex rather than the Air or the Titaniums. In terms of charging, it says around 2 hours that you need to charge them for, so I wouldn't recommend sort of like trying to leave them overnight, because sometimes I believe that if you overcharge a product you can ruin the battery. And one thing I found out is that Aftershockz, the lady that talks to you, her name is Audrey. I didn't know that before, but I've now found that out. I'm not sure how new that is, but yes, you have Audrey in your ear when she talks to you. So when you turn her on, she says, "Welcome to Aftershockz," and Audrey's your best friend whilst you're out there. So in terms of what you get when you purchase the product, so you get this box. Not that it's on the back, a 2-year warranty you get with them, and I believe that Aftershockz customer service is really good. From what I've seen on Twitter, everyone says, and just other mediums, people have said that if they've had any problem and you're under the warranty, you send them back and they sort you out, so that's all good. So yes, in the box, I've taken some of the stuff out now, but you get a nice little box so you can keep them safe and sound. You obviously get the headphones. You then get your charging plug. It's a USB port and then it goes into your headphones. It has a little flap here underneath it, so you just open that up and then you charge it and then you can shut it again. You also get some earplugs, and I didn't realise why you'd get these before, but after doing a bit of research, so for example, a lot of people want the headphones because you can hear external noises to keep them safe. But if, for example, you're static, you're sat at home and you want to block out noise, or you're on a train or you're somewhere else, then you can pop the earplugs in, and then it means that you're just focusing on the noise and not external. So clever little addition. I don't think you got that before. I think that must be a new thing. And you also get a lovely case to keep them safe. Again, I don't think that was something that I remember from before. Actually, no, I did have a case before, but this is better. It's a bit more structured. The other one I think was more sort of like a felt material. I'm not good for materials, but it was sort of more of a drawstring one. So this is really nice, and you can pop them in and then you just keep your headphones safe, because sometimes, like, I have a drawer that I put running stuff in, but if I pop the headphones in here, I know that they're safe in there. And then you get sort of like a few different bits about the warranty, and then an instruction little card on how you turn it on and pair your device, which is really useful, because rather than, like, because of the books are so long, because it's got all of the different languages in, this little card is really useful for that. So yeah, that's the box and that's what you get in it. Going back to the charger, you don't get a, like, you just have the USB, so you have to have a plug which then plugs into your plug socket. So that's the only downside, but you know, most of us have products that have that, so you can just change those around. So the actual functionality of the headphones, so they're very sleek. You only have a few buttons, so you have one button on the outside. If you press it once, that stops or starts your music. If you press it twice, it skips a song. Really useful. You've got a couple of microphones, I believe. One's underneath, one's on the side, so that when you take calls, people can still hear you. When you take a call, the sound quality is not too bad, actually. Not that great if you're out running and it's windy. That's just natural for any sort of headphones. So sometimes the calls aren't great when you're moving. When you're static, it's a bit better. Yeah, you've got the charging point, and then you've got two buttons, the plus and minus volume, but the plus also acts as the on button. So you hold that down. I've just turned it off, there must have been on. So she's just said power off, and then or Audrey said power off, and it says welcome to Aftershockz. And then it says connected. So automatically it's already paired with my phone, so it connects straight away and picks it up. Also, so this is one thing that I learned from last time. So once it's on and you click one of the volume buttons, it will tell you what the battery is. It's not great in the sense that it doesn't give you a percentage. It either has high, medium or low. And if it's on low, I wouldn't recommend using it. You're probably going to get stung. That's the only downside I feel like with this product. You can go out and as soon you'll be running and it will say charge me. I did the noise in the last video, but I'm probably not going to try and copy Audrey again, but she says charge me, and then quite quickly a couple of minutes later she'll say charge me again, and it's like, okay Audrey, I can't charge you right now, I'm out running. And more than likely it's gonna, the headphones are probably not going to survive the run with battery. So if it's on medium, you're probably okay, depending on the length of your run. If you're anything lower than that, then yeah, it's time to charge. Put her on charge for 2 hours. So yeah, I always forget to do it, but I guess if I know I'm going out for a run, I'm like, oh quick, I'll put it on charge, charge her up, and just so I don't run out of battery, because that's the worst, isn't it, when you're out running and you listen to a music or a good podcast and then it dies and then you're just left with your own breathing. It's not as great. So but yeah, it's really simple to use, and that's what I love about it. Obviously very similar to the last product I had, so but in terms of ease of use, it is great. And like once it's paired to your device, you're away, you just go to your phone, you select a playlist or a podcast that you want, and then you're away and off you go. So really good. I don't probably utilise the function enough on the outside about changing the songs, but it's just started playing now, so I'll turn that off. So in comparison to the Air, the design's not too different. The only thing that I'd say with the Air is that they're just a bit sleeker and slimmer. They actually do weigh less, I think only about 4 grams, am I right? 6 grams. These are 30 grams. The other ones were 36 grams. They feel lighter. 6 grams is not a lot, but they do feel lighter. And if I'm being honest, compared to the other ones, they do fit well. Not the others didn't, but I forget that they're kind of there, if I'm being honest. So they feel really comfortable. They don't dig in like above the ear here. So I absolutely love them for that. They're just really super comfortable, obviously safe. In terms of sound quality, I feel that the sound quality is a bit better than the Titanium. The Aeropex, which is the one above, they are about 26 grams, so it's even a little bit more lighter, and they're meant to have an even better sound quality, but they're about £50 more than the Air, so I wasn't sure whether that would be worth the extra money versus what I was getting. So because the sound quality is better, I just didn't know how much better it would be with the Aeropex versus the Air. So I went with the Air, and the sound quality is really good. And yeah, I just really enjoy using them. One thing I also forgot to mention is that they are sweat proof and they are water resistant. So if you're out running and you get caught in a rainstorm, you'll be fine. Don't worry, they're not gonna break. The only thing is that you can't just pop them in a bowl of water. They're not waterproof, but they are water resistant, so a really good thing. Again, as runners in the winter, we may get caught out in the rain, so you'll be absolutely fine. Don't worry, you don't need to put them away in a pocket or something if you're out whilst running. So overall, I absolutely love these. Obviously goes to show that I've bought the same product again, just the model up. I definitely recommend them as if you're buying them for yourself as a present, or if you're buying them for someone else. If you look online and anyone asks for recommendations for headphones, these will always be like Aftershockz, the brand, will always be something that people recommend to people, just because they are lightweight, they're safe, and you can use them in races, so they're versatile in that sense that you're going to be able to use them for music whilst doing your favourite races as well. So yeah, I'll leave a link again to the other review if you want to check that out as well. And yes, just you can buy them direct from the Aftershockz website, or have a look around and see what deals there may be out there at this time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.